Still a generally new team, new bike, all new tracks he has to learn, and very limited practice on at least the motocross setup after the supercross injury he had. You gotta say, the start to this chapter of his racing career has not exactly gone the way he wants. From the supercross injury that ended that early, and now I think I read somewhere he hasn't even been in the top 5 out of turn 1 in any moto so far in motocross. And you gotta say, for a two-time MXGP world champion, you have to expect a lot from him. And we're not saying he's not going to get there. Obviously, there's a lot to learn here. I mean, he's been racing MXGP for a very long time, and it's the same thing you have over here. It's the same tracks, and yes, they change from lap to lap or year to year a little bit. But if you're coming over here, you're learning all of these tracks in practice, qualifying, and then having to race them at full speed against the best guys over here. You gotta give it to him. He's at least trying. And with he finished 5th in Moto 2 at Hangtown for a 12.5 and a 9th overall. Let's say hopefully he can start towards the improvement side of things. Not saying he's doing bad, not saying this is a horrible showing. Like, obviously you would expect, more from him, but coming off an injury and again learning whole new tracks on still a generally new team for him and a new bike that hasn't had all that much time testing on. Hopefully, we're on the trend towards upwards. And we do have a quote from him saying that he needs a fast bike or more power, however you want to call it. And this is coming from an interview he did with Lewis Phillips, with the quote saying, "We are still far. We need to work on a lot of stuff. I really trust we will get the bike to where it needs to be. I think this bike has a lot of potential. We need to build a setup to make it feel good. We need to work on the engine. For my riding style, I need a fast bike. We need to work on that a lot." Now, hopefully they can give him what they want. I mean, obviously it's going to really suck for him if he comes over here and just ends up having a couple just, horrible bad years. And hopefully it's not injury prone. And like I said, hopefully he can go towards the trending upwards thing. Start racing in the top 5. Start racing for podiums and overalls. Be up there with Eli and Jet and Aaron Plessinger and everybody else. Because that's what you'd have to expect from him coming over here as a world champion. You'd expect him to be racing at the front, up towards the tip of things, right? Racing for the championship. And maybe that's not this year. Like, he can learn these tracks. He can come into Supercross next year with a little more experience. He can come into outdoors next year with the knowledge of the tracks. And that would probably be the more generalized, better idea of where he's going to fall into things. But, I mean, you don't want to see this. You don't want to see him come over here and just absolutely fail, because it's going to look bad for him. It's going to be a bad experience. All the European guys that are talking about maybe coming over here probably won't, or might look at this and say, I don't want to do it now. So hopefully we get it trending upwards. Hopefully, the next round we get him racing in the at least top 5, racing for a podium. And it's Thunder Valley. Who knows? At Colorado, so he's going to be at elevation. We'll see where it falls. But so I'm going to leave you guys. Comment down below. Tell me what you think. Where is he falling on Thunder Valley? Are you going to any of the upcoming races? Whatever it is, comment down below. Tell me what you think. While you're down there, make sure to like, share, subscribe. Do the fun things that this platform allows you to do, because it really just helped me out. I appreciate it. And with that, I'll see you later. Peace.